Hello everyone, this is Ecos Blacks here, and we are here for the new start of league racing here. PSGL Season 31, PlayStation F11, and as you can see here for the first race of the season as qualifying is coming to an end. You can see here Nicholas Steinman in the Mercedes goes fastest, and his teammate, who is actually on outlap, spins. And yeah, pretty much everyone's completing their laps, but it seems to be a Merc 1-2, and it is a Merc 1-2, but we actually crashed out in qualifying. But here is the season calendar, and obviously Austria, then we have the United States, Belgium, Mexico, Japan, Italy, and Monza, Abu Dhabi, Sao Paulo, Imola, Austin, and Silverstone. So a lot of great tracks for me to make a statement in. Imola is a little nerve-wracking, but I feel confident. And now the cars and roster. So as you can see, we are set in the AlphaTauri with CPI, Abood, and definitely ready to get into this. As you can see, there's also a couple familiar faces in George's Elf. He was also in F13 with me last season when I joined late, and there's actually a couple drivers. I know Evil Chris was F14 and he moved up all the way to F11. So the new game has completely shaked up the speed and the rosters. And also, PSGL changed up a bit this season. They went with assist and no assist tiers only. So there's no assist line only and other assists like ABS. So it's just no assist and assist. So basically, the first 8 tiers are no assist, and the last 7 are assist. So obviously, we're in assist. So because we're using racing lines, so we are in F11. But as you can see here, we are starting in the back, and yeah, the first league race on the game. I am pretty nervous, honestly. Well, I wouldn't say nervous. I would just say anxious. I'm ready to get going. See what can happen this season, because I definitely feel we can compete for the championship, but we just got to make sure we do everything right. So here we coming to start the first lights out for league racing, and it's lights out and away we go, and we get an absolute incredible start, just flying. And we're going to try to go around the outside of our teammate, but we decide to let it go and just play it safe. And now we're going to challenge our teammate going up into turn 3. And we decided to try and fight this, but we're going to try also to go around outside of the McLaren. But yeah, he got me there. I drove it in too deep and kind of missed the point where I should have turned. So yeah, that was on me. But as you can see here, we have a little bit of momentum on the Haas, and I thought about using ERS, but I chose just to play it safe here and wait for the long straight if I do make a move, because that's going to be the safest way to make a move. But yeah, as you can see, like I said, we're in the AlphaTauri, but we don't have CPI. Abood Racing is actually another American who I've not met before, but we are going to be teammates piloting the Italian car, since they are based in Italy. And we get by the Haas there. But going up into turn 4, this is where a lot of chaos happened, because you got to remember, this is a new game. Everyone's trying to get adjusted. As you can see, we run into the back of the McLaren, and now again going through turn 4, we get an absolute good run, and I'm thinking, let's try to get the McLaren here. But the thing with this new game, straight line speed is going to be really important as we go down the inside the McLaren, but we don't really hit the curb right, and I just decided to back out and give it to him. So as you can see, with these new cars, downforce has been taken away as there is a spin, and I believe that is the Mercedes of I forgot his name. It's TTL something, I think. So I forgot his name, but like I said, these new ground effect cars, as we go 3 wide. Yeah, now you see his name right there in the Mercedes as we nearly hit him, and we go around the outside of the McLaren. But anyways, with this new game and new cars that everyone introduced this year in 2022, ground effect is basically taking the part of more downforce. But ground effect and downforce are two completely different things. As we go down the inside of the Alpine, ground effect is really us at the car reducing drag, and less drag is, and less downforce is less drag, which means you're punching less of a hole in the, less of a wake to the car behind you, which means the slipstream isn't going to be as efficient and as good. So that means it's going to make it even more tougher to pass. Battery is going to be even harder to recoup. And I've actually heard esports drivers get confused by this as a safety car comes out, and we stayed out because we were on the hard tire. Esports drivers haven't been talking about this. It is a very confusing thing, but ground effect is just less downforce. And like I said, that's when you take downforce away, you're punching a smaller hole in the air, which means slipstream is just going to be less, as our teammate is getting overtaken here by the Ferrari. So yeah, everyone's going to have to get used to these new cars because the game has changed. Everything is changing, and we probably were set to be in F9, F8 maybe, who knows, but instead it's going to be F11. So yeah, I went to ABS because I wanted, or no ABS because I wanted to, as a safety car comes out, I went to no ABS because I want to be in F8 or F9 next season, but that wasn't the case. So probably just going to have to put assist back on maybe, but we come back into the pits and just decide to, or we come into the pits, we thought this would be the good time to change our tires, so we go onto the mediums and we're off to try and get back at it. So I'm feeling excited. Like I said, obviously the anxiousness of the first race. So yeah, there's definitely a lot to process, but we're going to come back to the green and we're off. So we got to do about 18 laps, I think, on these. Yeah, 18 laps it seems, and about 2 safety car laps, I think, on these mediums, which should do fine. As far as the tires go, I think the hard tires are very, very good tire on this game. I mean, you'll see people starting on this tire, and also the soft tire is not as good as it was. It will be for about 2 laps, but they do wear down as there is a spin and we get hit from behind. So now we had to use a bit of ERS and we did stay ahead. But now going through here, there is a spin with the Aston of Jamie, and we go by him. So working out pretty okay. We're doing everything we need to do, but as Evil Chris spins out on the soft tires, and the Mercedes of Nicholas was also caught up in that, and yeah, just a whole bunch of mess going on. As you see, the Red Bull goes out wide. They're 3 wide, looking like 3 wide ahead of us. So it's all popping off now. The aggression is starting to pick up. Everyone's trying to get that inter-trap position, and me, I'm just playing it safe because I want to get points. I know points are critical, and that's just what I want to get. I'm not focused on, the win or the podium, honestly. If we can get there, we get there, but I need to get points in this first race. As you see, the Red Bull have a big slide. I think about going around the outside, but there's just really no point, so I'll let them have it. And now I'm watching my teammate because I need to watch out for him in case he tries to put me under attack, because people do get aggressive in that corner. So you always gotta watch out. So coming off of the final corner, you see the Red Bulls trying to get back by the McLaren, which he does, but I'm hoping they go side by side in turn one, but they don't. So, and I saw the McLaren is blinking, so I'm actually going to decide to try and push here, but safety car comes out. So, we stayed out. We're back on the way, and as you can see, Nicholas is behind us, and the Red Bull in front. So, I'm thinking, okay, let me try and get ahead of the Red Bull, because this is a couple of laps after the safety car. But going into turn 4, the Red Bull makes a mistake into the Mercedes, and I have to lift because I don't want to get damaged, and we get passed by the Alpine. Nicholas is also finna go in front, so we try to get aggressive with him, but he goes defensive, and going into turn 4, he locks up and just...
Dude, he just turned into me.
He just completely turns into me, and... yeah, just... crazy. But luckily for us, the safety car came out, but we have a 3-second penalty, so yeah, just unfortunate. But luckily we caught a break, but unfortunately for that break, it hit the grass, and yeah, no idea how I didn't get damaged there, but I'm not mad I got damaged. But luckily for us, there were people having trouble as the Aston spins, and this lap we were pushing, because you never know, you want to try and do everything you can to get points. And for me, I still want to push. I still wanted to see if I could get something from this race, because I was hoping, I knew the incident reports were going to be filled up at the end of this thing. So I'm pushing all I can. As you can see, I'm doing everything, and luckily I got fastest lap. And yeah, there's some people having trouble ahead, and there's another spin with the McLaren, so we're up to P11, and we possibly could get points here. So we just gotta keep pushing. So obviously we're pushing all we can to crack that anytime we can get. And I noticed these guys were fighting hard, and potentially we could maybe get them if there's a spin or something, but unfortunately I can tell you they did not spin. And right now we are at P11, just 1 point, as we have a big save there, but that little slide or near spin, but that near spin cost us a bunch of time. So yeah, the guy that basically hit me went on to win the race, and Nicholas, and I did report the incident, and you're going to see shortly what the steward saw in that. And yeah, I thought it was worth reporting, because it clearly was his fault. He locked up the brakes and just went straight into me, so it definitely felt worthy, because we were definitely fighting for a podium and the race win there. So he definitely deserved to be reported. So yeah, I did expect the win to be taken away, because it was clear what he did. So yeah, we're gonna get into that obviously, but he felt I turned in too early, even though he locked up, and he tried to make it seem like he didn't have a bit lockup, which it clearly was. But obviously he doesn't. He's defending himself because he won the race, which makes sense, but it should have been a penalty. So whatever.
Got dumped by that guy.
So we'll see if it's a penalty or not. Obviously it should be.
I'm not entirely impressed right now.
But
Whatever.
The steward said that I turned in. I could have avoided it if I turned in later. And as you can see by the emoji, I put yeah, just stupidity by the stewards there. Terrible. Obviously it's clear what that should have been, and it should have been a penalty, but they clearly saw it a different way, so it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, here's the points. Luckily, we did get some form of points. We got 2 points and fastest lap. So yeah, that's good. Definitely good start to the season, and I just hope he knows that I will remember that for the season. So I guess this is already starting off crazy. So yeah, I'm Ecos Blacks, and I'll see you guys for PRL Sunday, and also PSGL on Sunday. Later.